for now 10 years. Every day for 10 years, I have been bullied and attacked. And I was the most trolled person in the entire world, man or woman. And I'm still here. And so when I think of all of you and what you're experiencing, I think so much of that is having to realize that, that industry, that billion-dollar industry that is completely anchored and predicated on cruelty to get clicks, that's not going to change.
What if everything you have been told about Meghan Markle wasn't the full story? What if the woman who built a global brand on speaking her truth has a past so carefully hidden, so tightly sealed, that even the British royal family refused to touch it? So today, we are not talking about royal drama, titles, or tabloid gossip. We are talking about something much deeper. So imagine this. You build your entire global image around telling your so-called truth. You start with Oprah Winfrey, you released long documentaries on Netflix, and you wrote a book that promised to reveal secrets about one of the most private families in the world. And of course, you are Meghan Markle, the woman who told the world she was silenced by the British monarchy. But now, as we move through 2026, a very different story is starting to come out. And according to these claims, the silence may not have started in London, but in a small courtroom in Las Vegas many years ago. While people are focused on crowns and titles, something else was allegedly being hidden very carefully under legal agreements and erased records. And we are not talking about a small mistake or an old photo. We are talking about a claim so big that it could shake the entire success image and even change how people see the British royal family. There are whispers about a teenage marriage, a hidden child, and a missing part of Meghan's past that some believe has been kept out of sight for years. And now, as she and Prince Harry try to reshape their public image again, those old stories are starting to return. And unlike royal traditions, these stories are not quiet, they are loud, and they are persistent. To understand this mystery, people are looking back to 1 year, which is the year 1994. For most young people, the year after high school is full of memories, photos, travels, and stories. But for Meghan, that time is very unclear. The official story says she took a gap year to travel and discover herself. And yes, that sounds simple and normal. But there is one big issue. There is almost no evidence. Back then, people still took photos, kept records, and stayed in touch. Yet, there are no confirmed photos, no travel details, and no clear stories from that time. It is almost like she disappeared for a year and then returned as a university student. And naturally, that raises questions. People have searched for years, trying to find anyone who saw her during that time, but they found very little. So the question becomes, but why? Then comes another part of the story. Before fame, before acting, before real life, there was someone named Joe. He was said to be Meghan's high school boyfriend, and according to these claims, their relationship was very serious. Not just a normal teenage relationship, but something deeper. Some stories suggest that during that missing year, they didn't just stay together. They may have gotten married. It is said to have been a quick decision, not a big event. But then, just as quickly, it ended. And if that really happened, we would have needed legal action to erase it. That is where Las Vegas comes in. Las Vegas is known for fast weddings and fast annulments. But it is also a place where records can be sealed. And sealing a record is not just something that happens easily. It usually happens when there is something serious involved. So if there really was a case, people wonder what was inside those documents. Some believes it may have involved more than just a short marriage, and this suggests that there could have been a pregnancy. And that is where the story becomes even more serious. Now the story turns even more emotional. There is a name that keeps coming up, Noel. According to the theory, during that missing year, Meghan may have given birth to a child. And the story says the child was raised by another family. If you look at photos shared online, some people say there is a strong resemblance. But there has never been any official confirmation yet. And what stands out most is the silence. No public denial, no major legal action, just silence. When Meghan entered university, she appeared to be starting fresh. She was focused, ambitious, and ready for her future. And from that point, her public story becomes very clear. But if the rumors were true, it would mean she left part of her past behind, and maintaining that kind of secret would not be easy. It would require control, distance, and careful decisions about who stays in your life. So why would people stay silent for so long? Some believe legal action like NDAs played a role. Those agreements can keep people from speaking publicly, and sometimes they are backed by money or legal pressure. But silence is not just legal, it is emotional. If the stories were true, it would affect real people and real lives. Now we are in 2026, and things are changing. Public opinion is shifting, and people are asking more questions. The internet has made it easier to connect information, and what was a small rumor is now being discussed widely. People are asking, why hasn't this been addressed? Why no clear answer? Because silence today often creates more curiosity. Looking at Meghan's image today, some people believe it is built on carefully storytelling. Every interview, every appearance, every message is controlled. And if a major secret existed, it would explain that need for control. Because one truth could change everything. There is also the question of timing. If a child was born in the mid-1990s, that person would have now been an adult. An adult can speak for themselves. They can share their own stories. And that possibility changes everything. Then there is Prince Harry. If these claims were even proven true, people would ask, did he know? Or was he unaware? That questions alone could have serious consequences, because his public image is built on honesty and openness. And finally, there is the monarchy itself. The British royal family has existed for centuries. They do not react quickly, but they do observe. Some believe they already know more than they say, and instead of reacting, they wait. Because sometimes, time reveals everything. In the end, Meghan Markle has spent years telling her story to the world. But as more questions come up, people are starting to look deeper. Because no matter how much something is hidden, the truth often finds a way to come back. And as 2026 continues, the pressure is only growing. Because while stories can change, facts cannot change. And if the past holds answers, those answers may not stay hidden forever. So now the question isn't just about Meghan Markle, it's about truth. Because in a world where image is everything, and history can be rewritten with enough power and influence, how much of what we see is real, and how much of it is carefully constructed? If the past really does have a way of catching up, then maybe this isn't the end of the story. Maybe this is just the beginning. So what do you think? Is this just another internet theory that went too far? Or is there something here that hasn't been fully uncovered? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, because this conversation is far from over. And if you want more deep dives like this, where we go beyond headlines and into what's really happening, make sure you subscribe, because the next story might even be more bigger than you expect. See you in the next one.